Bill asks, simple question. Please show how to close a covered call that's been called in the portfolio. No problem. Let me just add a covered call for today's expiration. Let me clear my drawings. Sorry about that, folks. There we go. That's a lot better, isn't it? 60 KDAR. No. Use KHC. Say I bought 100 shares. The 16th. And let's see here. 36.48. So we're going to sell the 35 call. We bought the stock at 35.20, sold the 35 call for 1.5. Probably not, these numbers are probably nowhere near accurate. This is just an example. Oh, okay, good. Okay, so here's my covered call bill. Got Kraft Heinz at a cost of $35.20. Sold the at the money 35 call for $1.50. Didn't do any management. Stocks at $36.48. We're going to get assigned at $35 for our 3.3% return at close of today. Using the more information buttons next to the call, go to position actions and exercise assign leg. All of your actions are done through here. Whether you want to roll the leg, buy it back and roll to a higher strike if you're adding a leg, expire the leg if you had multiple positions to expire all options. Our choice here is exercise or assign bill. It copies it over for me. The call is going to be closed for nothing. And we're going to sell our shares of stock of KHC at 35. Submit that. And it's gone. Where did it go? This is also going to lead to Mike's question, I believe. So it's gone. Where did it go? All right. Well, since it's a closed position now, Bill, what we only show here in the portfolio are open positions. So it's going to be shown in my transactions view as realized profit. But what I tend to usually look at is analysis by symbol. There's that AMD. Here's my Kraft position, 130 profit on the position, 3.7% return on the investment. Use the more information button next to the option leg. Just select exercise or assign. The system will know it's linked to the existing stock bill in the portfolio in that case. Okay. All right. Now, pause the screen for just a moment. And I have to log in. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to go to radioactive trading right now to cover the next 3 topics that came in. Just make sure that comes through. Okay, so for your initial position, your initial question, Mark, was how to obtain my updated blueprint that I previously purchased. Log on to radioactivetrading.com with the same password you're probably using for Power Options. Go down here to latest blueprint revisions and updates. It probably registers you as a blueprint owner, Mark, to your email address, so the password will work. Click that link, and again, in the Blueprint Fusion pod for the blueprint revision updates. Here you can also access the income method cheat sheet and a brief summary. And my edition is 5, we're at 15. So listed here are all the PDFs, Mark, for updates to my version of the blueprint to what exists right now. You have a free registration account as a blueprint owner. And when you log on just as a, oh, sorry. That wasn't supposed to come up there. When you log on as a blueprint owner, this is where you also can access those members-only webinars that I had mentioned. We're going to have another one posted here on Tuesday, and a question from, oh, I apologize. I just forgot his name. I am so sorry. He asked me a question to talk about on the webinar about the stock selection process, technicals and fundamental indicators to look at for opening a married put. And I told him, of course, I didn't necessarily want to do that on the free webinar that we do on Fridays because that's more of members-only content and blueprint owners only. So we're going to do that and have that posted there, okay? In that case. So here's your members-only presentations that are available, and you can scroll through those as a blueprint owner as well. That's where you get the updates there, Mark, and that's where you can get those other goodies for the members-only content and more. All right, so I'm also logged in as a Fusion subscriber. Mike says, in the Married Put tab, Are all the radioactive trading selections active trades that Ernie yourself have in place? How to know when to close one of the positions? Oh, Mike, I'm sorry. Okay, you're asking something different. Okay, I'm sorry. The Fusion subscription at radioactivetrading.com that we're seeing here now, Mike, is separate from Power Options. And this is where Ernie and I post our open married put trades. We do not post them on Power Options. They are only posted here. Okay, so these are I was going to open one this week and I didn't. I'm going to open one next week. So you've got Ernie's. I'm going to open two next week. My apologies. So we're going to adjust Richie. We're going to adjust Darling before the earnings on Monday. Open two new married puts. Masco has earnings coming up in a couple days. We've only been in that for 4 days. No, wow, I've been in that for almost 20 days. Good. Okay, so in any case, I'm sorry, Mike. This is where we post our open position. It's on the Fusion subscription at Radioactive Trading. On Power Options, if you go into the Married Put tab and you go to search, these are trades that match the default criteria that's discussed in the blueprint. 95% of all the trades that are posted for the Fusion subscribers at Radioactive Trading, which are Ernie and my trades, come from this list. Occasionally, every now and then, if there's a market turmoil or something along those lines, I'll go back to one of my two touchstones, such as Kraft Heinz, which is why I grabbed it right there when I did, or something else along those lines. Johnson & Johnson was a favorite recently. I haven't looked at that in 4 years, but a more dividend-paying stock. Now, Exxon, dividend-paying stock. I believe American Express is too. I don't have that selected here in this case. These are married, Texas Instruments, but it's at 172. Sorry. These positions are the ones that match the criteria that we would open, Mike, if I was opening a married put today. For Fusion subscribers, the two positions likely they'll see next week that I'm going to open are going to come directly from this list. I make some changes, though. As I mentioned, you saw me guffaw a little bit at Texas Instruments at 172. Now, I leave everything in place, but I typically don't like to take a risk of greater than 7.5%. I have no statistics to prove that's better or worse. It's just my personal preference. And based on the 50% or so of my portfolio I'm allocating to married puts right now at, sorry about that. I'm sorry. Hit the wrong button. There we go. Okay, so let's try that again. 7.5%. And price dictates I shouldn't be doing more than $85 or $90 right now for the position. 85 for the stock, and then a little bit more might put the put up to 95 or 98 might be acceptable. So of the positions I'm going to look at, it's probably going to be one of these 6. But if the market continues to move up a little bit next week, or if it pulls down on Monday, might see some different trades in here as well. Can I tell you which one I like right now? No. I mean, I know Comcast is a slower mover, but it has a good dividend. It has been strong. One of our customers, we reviewed Berry Plastics positions on last week, if I'm not mistaken, 2 weeks ago. Schwab might be an interesting trade. I'll have to look at that a little bit deeper. Las Vegas Sands is always fun and always good there, but I'd have to, of course, do what we always do. I'm going to take a look at the stock chart, company information, upcoming events, news, little bit. I'm going to do more due diligence on this. I'm even going to compare it to other strikes to see if the September 70 is the one that best suits my needs. Just looking at it, it probably is. The 65 would be too high of a risk. 75 is likely too far out of the money for me to see a real good expectancy of profit. Okay? All right. So that's what we're kind of looking at there. Mike, what you're seeing here are trades that are available that match the rules in the blueprint. These are not our open trades. Those are only shown at radioactivetrading.com for the Fusion subscribers in the Open Trades Trade Tracker as well. All right. Oh, Mark says, thanks for the review of the market sentiment and the blueprint update. Mark, no problem. Sorry it took me too long to get there as well. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are at 5:56 p.m. Eastern Time. I do not see any other questions that have come in. But I do want to remind everyone, of course, that today's material are my thoughts and your questions designed for educational purposes, increasing investing performance and options knowledge. Any stocks or options discussed today should not be taken as direct recommendations or trading suggestions. We talked about that AMD collar. I'm not doing an AMD married put next week. I'm not entering into an AMD trade. I am not entering into that inverse collar or standard collar. Did talk about how I might look at married put positions to open next week for the Fusion subscribers. Just don't know what those are yet. Not suggesting trading a covered call on Kraft at this time or another strategy necessarily as well in that case. So any stocks today were not direct recommendations or trading suggestions. Options do involve risk, as we saw, and may not be suitable for all investors. If you like the tools that you saw today, we didn't really get into a search except for that last moment in the married put, but we did use the portfolio. We showed rollout opportunities for the bull put and analyzed them and then did our own as well. And we showed other manual management techniques. But if you want access to those patented search tools, the research tools, ability to track and manage positions and evaluate rollout opportunities, we do the math for you. Just go to poweropt.com. Put in your name and email address, no credit card required. You'll have full use of the tools for 14 days. After that, the subscriptions start at only $45 per month, and that's for end of day data, meaning the data is only updated once every day at about 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. We do, of course, the most popular level of service is our 20-minute delayed service, about 15 to 20-minute delayed data, and that's only $65 per month. You can upgrade to the historical for only $35 more. That gives you access to all of the delayed services, plus the full historical suite of tools and access to that historical data. On the trial, you only have about 3 months access for the back testing and looking at the option chain as well. And of course, we do offer a real-time service in the premium service, which includes everything as well. We showed a lot of material today. Remember, you can get our free education anytime. You can go to that webinars page. It's poweropt.com/webinars.asp. It is a public page, so you can scroll through those videos at any time, not even being a member. That being said, the top 5 or so videos in each section are usually only subscriber access, the most recent videos. But of course, you can always go right to our YouTube channel. Many of our presentations we post publicly on YouTube, and you can go to Power Options there, and you can search on our channel for a term. Covered call, rolling covered call, calendar spread, poor man's covered call, bull put, and you'll see all of the videos that we have that cover that topic there on YouTube as well. Now, if you think of any other questions later on, hey, no problem. Send us an email at any time to support@poweropt.com or support@radioactivetrading.com. Or you can call us during market hours at 302-992-7971. Of course, if you are currently on a trial or you are a subscriber, you can schedule a coaching session at any time. The coaching sessions are completely free. They're essentially a 35 to 45-minute phone conversation with myself or Ernie. We will walk you through the tools on the site and answer any questions that you have. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today. Kip, you have a great, relaxing weekend as well. Stay safe, of course. Stay healthy. Stay relaxed. And we'll see you next week, one way or the other. I hope you all have a fantastic and relaxing weekend as well. Take care, everyone. We'll get these archive videos and recordings cropped and up for you soon. So you'll have access to this education at your fingertips starting tomorrow at some point, again, around noontime Eastern, maybe in the pre-morning, depending on how much work I get done tonight. Take care, everyone. We'll see you soon. Good night.